Hello guys, welcome to my channel and today's lesson is our first chapter of maths. I do hope everyone's favorite subject is maths because you better have maths as your favorite subject. So, back to the class. This first chapter is the most easiest one. Anything complex and this and that, but I assure you, it will be very easy. So, in this first chapter, it is called set. Now, what is a set? What do you mean by set? So, let's say set comes in our everyday lives. For example, if you go to a jewelry store, you will see a lot of bangles and all, right? Bracelets and all, earrings. Those come in the word set. So, like for example, set of earrings, set of this bangles, etc. So set in formal terms and formal meaning, it means a set is a well-defined collection of distinctive objects, numbers, alphabets, you name it. The you name it is not part of the definition. Meaning, etc. So let's see. For sets, what comes in math about these sets? So mostly, what comes in sets is there is alphabets, letters, and numerals. For example, how do you represent a set? Therefore, the meaning of the set. We're going to explain that meaning. So, in that meaning given here, you will find some words, and those words mean a lot. For example, the word that distinct, you see that? The distinct objects. What does that word exactly? What does it represent? So by formally saying this word, distinct means that no object can be repeated. Okay, it can never be repeated. So for example, let's say a set x by x is equal to x is to x is a letter of the word follow. So how do you represent that into a set? So set here given here, bracket F, O, L, W. Now you will find something's missing. It's not exactly following. Only very few of the words are missing. Why is that? The word follow, you see the O and N is repeated twice. But as we said for distinct, no object can be ever repeated. Which means the O will be there, N will be there. But you cannot repeat those letters again. Even for numbers. Let's say they give you a number, like 1, 2, 3, so on, and they repeat. Then you have to make that into set, right? Like, a lot of numbers are there. Even the repeated numbers are there. How are you going to make that into set? You can make 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So on. But you never repeat those numbers. So that is called distinct. Now, what is our next word? Well defined. What is the meaning of well defined? Well defined means that the set refers to like real life applications, but is meaningful. Let's say the question is make a set of all animals in this world living. Now, just tell me, do you think how many animals are there? Infinite, right? So, will that be considered a set? Yes. Because like lion, animal, so those are sets. Let's say, number of boys, their names. So, those is also called a set. Like, the set X is the student, is a boy from this class. That is considered a set. And then also other different types of sets which I'll explain in the next video. So, and now we'll go with the questions. And this will be simple questions. And maybe I'll give you a homework. And if you have any doubts, write in the comment section. Now, let's do it. Okay. So, in these sets, what all the numbers are required to form a set? So, in the set, there are different representations like Q, Z, L. So, what is the letter Q What is the next thing? Rational number, right? Then there's another one. Q plus. What does that mean? Q we already know. Plus. But what's that? Plus. What's that plus? It's positive rational numbers. Now let's take it. Z. Z is an integer, right? You all know that, right? So there's another one. The integers, what they come from? Minus 1, minus 2, plus 1, plus 2, like that, right? But now there's another one. Z plus. Now what is that? Just refer to our previous explanation. The Q is positive integer. Next. R. What is the word R? That is so obvious to everyone who's watching right now, but they know. There's another one which you can answer first now. R plus. Is that positive real numbers? Now there are so more also, like whole numbers, natural numbers. You all know that. Those are the basic ones, right? I hope you do know. You haven't forgotten them, right? Now we have so far finished with this. Let's go with the questions. So, our first question of the day. So, this question is, state which of the following here, given, you can read the question given below, are true or false. You have to find which of them are true or false. And you have to explain also. That is my homework for you. That you have to answer and explain why you think it is true and why you think it is false. So, write them in the comments below. So, the first question given here, 21 belongs to bracket x by x has exactly 4 positive factors. Do you think it's true or false? Let's take an example. They have not given the numbers here, but they are given a clue, right? That is exactly 4 positive factors, which means all the numbers are positive. But the factors and 21 is there. Now tell me, what are the factors of 21? That you write in the comments. I am not going to explain because I have explained enough. I hope you do. And please don't make me sad. My previous students answered very perfectly. I don't want to feel disappointed. I am having a happy day of knowing my students passed. New students, please. So, as I told, the factors of 21, that you can find out whether it is true or false. Next, and one more thing I have to explain. The objects given that is set, right? As I explained next to this, let's give another example. A is equal to bracket 2, 4, 6. Now this 2, 4, 6. What are they? They're the objects. And these objects are called the elements of a set. What is it? Elements of a set. That is very important because most questions they are asked elements of the set. These elements are given, they are a factor of this. So, and it might be very confusing, but personally it is very easy. And upcoming classes, I'll make it more easier for you to make it fast and flying for us. So, the next question. 64 belongs to y by y. This is the sum of all the positive factors of y is 2y. Now read the question given here and think again. How do you solve it? So I'll explain it. You have to find the sum of the factors. So the factors are what? Factors are 64. Now what's next after you do the sum of factors? Read the question again and you will find out that the factors of y. What is y? Y given here is 64. And that 64, the sum of those factors must be equal to 2y. Now then y we find out. So 2 into 64. What is 64? What is it? 128, right? So that 128 must be equal to the sum of those factors. So that is the homework for you. Please write in the comments and please promise. Now next. This one I will explain. 2 does not belong to the sum, which is x by x raised to power 4 minus 3x raised to power 3 plus 4x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 3. Is equal to 0. So, how do you solve this problem? Read the question, pause the video and try it yourself. So, how do you do this? First, you will have that equation. Then you will try to make it smaller. You all know how to do it, now quadratic equations and all. How to make it much more smaller. That is, let's say, let's take the x. X is equal to 2. What do? You substitute, right? So 2 raised to power 4 plus 3 raised to power, you all know how to do. That x you have to substitute with 2. That you call. Now, when you do that, when you get those numbers, you will be doing that plus minus, which is equal to 0. Now you have to make sure that this addition subtraction is equal to 0. You have to prove that. So let me know if you got the correct answer. At least I make others work. Now next, the last problem. 23562, that is 23562 does not belong to y by y is divisible by 9. So how do you solve that? Read the question again and find out. That is the number 23562, the sum of the digits of the number you have to find. You have to find the sum of those digits which is divisible by 9. Whether it's divisible by 9, will show that this 2356 is an element of the set. I have told you the meaning of element. So you have to prove that big number, that the crocodile number, has to be the element of the given set. That is divisible by 9. So thank you all. I hope you enjoyed the session. If you have any doubts, if you have anything to say regarding this chapter or anything else, please write in the comments. You are free to write anything, and I'm always here for you. So I will answer any questions you desire. So signing off.